Thomas Merton's Thoughts in Solitude, Chapter 19. Let us all hear together the conclusion of the discourse. Fear God, and keep his commandments, for this is all man. Who hath searched out the wisdom of God that goeth before all things? To fear God is the fullness of wisdom, and fullness is from the fruits thereof. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, filling up peace, and the fruit of salvation. Son, if thou desire wisdom, keep justice, and God will give her to thee. In the depths of our being is God who commands us to live and to be. But we do not find him merely by finding our own being. In commanding us to live, he also commands us to live in a certain way. His decree is not only that we should live somehow, but that we should live well, and ultimately that we should be perfect by living in him. Thus, in the depths of our being, he has placed the light of conscience which tells us the law of life. Life is not life unless it conforms to this law which is the will of God. To live by this light is all of man, for thus man comes to live in God and by God. To extinguish this light by actions contrary to this law is to defile our nature. It makes us untrue to ourselves, and it makes God a liar. All sin does this, and it leads to idolatry, substituting falsehood for the truth of God. A false conscience is a false God, a God which says nothing because it is dumb, and which does nothing because it has no power. It is a mask through which we utter oracles to ourselves, telling ourselves false prophecies, giving ourselves whatever answer we want to hear. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Wisdom is the knowledge of truth in its inmost reality, the experience of truth, arrived at through the rectitude of our own soul. Wisdom knows God in ourselves, and ourselves in God. The fear, which is the first step to wisdom, is the fear of being untrue to God and to ourselves. It is the fear that we have lied to ourselves, that we have thrown down our lives at the feet of a false God. But every man is a liar, for every man is a sinner. We have all been false to God. But God is true, and every man a liar, as it is written. The fear of the Lord, which is the beginning of wisdom, is therefore the recognition of the lie that is in our right hand. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us. Hence, the beginning of wisdom is the confession of sin. This confession gains for us the mercy of God. It makes the light of his truth shine in our conscience, without which we cannot avoid sin. It brings the strength of his grace into our souls, binding the action of our wills to the truth in our intelligence. The solution of the problem of life is life itself. Life is not attained by reasoning and analysis, but first of all by living. For until we have begun to live, our prudence has no material to work on. And until we have begun to fail, we have no way of working out our success.